Hello, everybody. Well, this video is being done because I have a lot of people that say, hey, you live off grid, what do you do for power? When we bought this land, we had no intentions of having the electric company pipe in power, and Oregon is where we're at, and I can tell you that I was really surprised that they allowed it because they're anal about making sure everything is their way. But off-gridding is becoming more popular, and not running power is fine as long as you have, a proper septic tank with drain field, things that, are environmentally sound. But in regards to power, nope, no power bill for us. When the power goes out in the neighborhood, we don't even know it. If anything, we get a message from a neighbor going, hey, how's it going over there? We've been without power for 2 days. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. We don't leave home for 2 days at times. Because once you're on the homestead, it's one thing you don't want to do is go out into society today, right? I'm telling you, craziness. But in regards to the power source, we went ahead, we installed a 6 kilowatt solar system, and the electronics that we ended up running are a Midnight Classic Solar. Sorry about the cord in the way. I'm a messy, messy man. Oh, let's see if I can get this thing just hung up there. You can tell I planned this. Anyhow, the Midnight Solar charge controller, the Classic, we felt as though that's all we need. Then basically we run a Ames 48 volt inverter, and people ask me, what do you think? You think the Ames inverter is worth the money? No, I do not. One thing that you're going to see on this channel is something that you don't see in politics these days, and that's transparency. So if I have problems with, a particular product and it creates more problems than good, well, I'm going to let you know. But the Ames inverter, there's a lot better out there. Matter of fact, they don't even make this model anymore. This is the 48 volt. And then we have our 48 volt batteries. Let's see if I can get back here. And we have, these are all made up of 6 volt cells. Enough of them to create a 48 volt system. And believe it or not, these are forklift batteries. One of our customers, when I was talking to him about some off-grid supplies, we got talking about our power source and so forth, and we pretty much, matter of fact, take a look. We ran all these bad boys. These were the Marathon 155 12 volt batteries, and we ran, well, you can see how many we ran. Lots. Well, these finally gave up on us because what happened was one of the 12 volt batteries at the beginning of the line shorted out, which then took out the rest of our batteries. And I'm telling you, man, that's very expensive. Those batteries there, brand new, were $400 or $500 a piece. But we got a package deal. This gentleman ended up getting these batteries to where they were in a solar type situation. Not solar, but cellular, excuse me. And it ran, they never actually activated, but they were used just in case for backup. And every so often, whether or not the batteries were good or bad, cellular basically said that you had to pull those batteries out. So I ended up picking them up for like $200 a pop. They lasted for about 4 years, so we got our money's worth. And so anyhow, we've got the Outback Midnight Solar Classic. We got the Global Series Ames 48 volt system. Not happy. We have, and the reason why, let me tell you why I'm not happy. Thing about the Ames inverter is that the settings are very minimal, which I'll talk to you about here in a minute in regards to our generator, but you only get like 6 dip switches in order to set parameters. And I can tell you that, you know, you need a lot more settings than just 6 dip switches in order to control things. And over the years, I'm telling you, I have done nothing but learn everything the hard way as a homesteader. And that's pretty much the way it goes. You know, if you're not knowledgeable on every single thing in regards to homesteading and off-gridding, live and learn. That's the best method of education. Unfortunately, sometimes you have to learn at times when your pocketbook might not be as fat as you want it to be, so you have to struggle in order to keep things going, which in our case, keep the power on. So, you know, we have literally 3 backup generators, 4 backup generators. One isn't working. I bought a Walmart generator, a 7K or an 8K, like 7 years ago. I ran that thing to death. And I can tell you, for a cheap generator, Chinese, which, boo, buy American. Okay, we don't need any of that Chinese crap around here anymore. American made's the only way. Unfortunately, you can't always get American, especially these days with lockdowns and the whole bit and all that crap. But anyhow, matter of fact, there's one right there. That is an 8K DeWalt, which I have probably 12,000 roughly hours on it. And I just had a new solenoid put on it and just a minor tune-up. And I've had that for 2.5 years. So thank you, Home Depot. One of the times where I can actually thank Home Depot. Unfortunately, Home Depot is one of the main contractor stores around here, so it is what it is. So anyhow, step out here. This is our backup generator. It is the Kohler Command Pro 10K. I don't know if I got this up here. And this thing is a rock star. $2,000 and you can own one. Yes, $2,000. But I can say one thing: this thing is a beast. Kohler has proven itself over time to be dependable. I just never, over the last 5 years or so, felt as though that I wanted to spend that kind of money on a generator, so I took the cheap route and kept buying literally 3 cheap generators. I think that DeWalt was 2.5 years ago. That was like $900. So this one here, oh, and the coolest thing about this generator, oh, and this as a gas unit. Well, I converted it to propane. As you can see, I've got propane running into it, and it runs to a 500-gallon tank, which, you know, depending on how much I run it, can last me 6 months, and I just paid $1.40 a gallon. So yes, we are not completely off the grid, because we do have to buy propane if by chance it's a real cloudy day or multiple cloudy days with very little UV rays, and we have to recharge our batteries. But one of the coolest things about this unit is, now one thing I am doing is I'm getting ready to change it over to an auto start, because with the inverter that I do have, it will turn this generator on. It's just that I have to look into it and do it myself, because no repair company or manufacturer out there wants to take on the liability to turn it into a multi-fuel unit, even though they sell the conversion kit. Real easy to install it. It took me about an hour. And so instead of spending, you know, anywhere from $2 to $3 a gallon for fuel, you know, I end up obviously saving money going propane. Plus, propane is cleaner, and, you know, I don't have to mess with fuel and spill it all over the place. Fill the propane tank and forget about it. But check this out. Now, I'm sure some of you heard about it, but since it is not a auto start, I have, let's see if I can get this in here. See this right here? That's a camera. Sorry about the shaking. That's a camera that I have shining down on my inverter. See that? And my inverter, when my batteries get down rather low, this little light right here, alarm, lights up and starts beeping. Well, in my security system, which I'm always looking at, I can see it flashing in my monitor, and instead of coming outside, I mean, it could happen at any time of day. I try to time things to where we don't use much power after 7 o'clock. Big screen TVs, you wouldn't believe how much power they suck. They suck a lot. That's right, I said it. They suck a lot. Which is rather bad. We are trying to simplify our lives. Matter of fact, you are going to see a video coming up, which you're not going to want to miss, because it's going to talk about the near future and what's going on in our lives, which is utter craziness. I'm telling you right now. Most people won't even do what we're doing, but we're doing it for the right reasons, and look for the next video. I'm not going to get into it right now. But instead of walking out in the middle of the night because my inverter's flashing saying my batteries are low, if they hit roughly down to 40 volts, then what happens is my batteries will pretty much just shut down. And then, you know, all of our backup emergency lighting inside of our house. And yes, we have backup emergency lighting in our house, because being a homesteader, everything runs off of batteries and solar. I just picked this little bad boy up. See that? Pretty cool, huh? And then when I see it in the camera, watch this. That is how you help yourself to where things become more convenient. Nothing like running outside in your bunny slippers in the middle of the night, starting a generator. Wow, it's starting to pour on me. So I'm going to wrap this up. So pretty much that's our charge controller. We got a 6 kilowatt solar system, 10 kilowatt, 10K Kohler generator. It's called the Command Pro. Check it out. Remote control. Remote control is not going to be needed after I turn it into an automatic start. But I can tell you this. That generator is worth the money. So, one last thing we do have. I'm not even sure if you can see it, because in my camera, it's not showing too well. but that's a 2 kilowatt wind turbine by Missouri Wind and Solar. All of a sudden it just stopped working, so I have to get it down and figure out what's going on. But 2 kilowatts runs my chicken coop. It can charge small battery banks, and we are in an area to where that's a bonus. So anyhow, you know, we're trying to take a look for comments and so forth. Do you have any? Go ahead and shoot them to us. We don't have any type of notification with our YouTube channel because we are so busy with our off-grid store. It's hard to sit down, you know, and actually sit and chat on YouTube. We're going to try to do a little bit more because due to the times and online sales and all that kind of fun stuff becoming the way, because everybody's you know, too scared to go walk down the street, we're going to have to increase our internet presence, and you know, we're going to try to set everything up on e-commerce. Anyhow, you guys stay safe out there. No better country than the United States. Okay, plain and simple. People come to this country, they sneak into this country because this country is so awesome. Okay, so anybody out there that badmouths this company or country and talks bad about this country and talks bad about us patriots, you know what? Move to a socialist country. Okay, America is not communist. Okay, we are not going to accept socialism. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, and all you trolls out there, go ahead and comment all you want, but I'll just erase you. But I'm telling you right now, God bless the USA. God bless you patriots out there that's fighting for the Constitution and fighting for our freedoms. Okay, nobody else is going to do it for us. We have to do it ourselves. We have to make sure that this globalist nonsense that's going on, and due to that comment right there, more than likely YouTube will ban this, but it is what it is. You know, I'm starting up a Rumble channel, and, you know, freedom of speech, baby. That's the way that it's supposed to be. Transparency. Remember, if somebody out there does not want transparency, well, there's a reason for it, and it's normally fraud.